Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon, and today this is all about Parks. So Parks is a game that is now actually on Board Game Arena, so please by all means ensure that you check out my video that will be on there, and ensure you green thumb it. It'd be lovely to actually have that recognition. But of course, please also make sure that you thumb up the button here as well. That's the in YouTube, just to show that you're enjoying the content. In addition to that, please ensure that you share, and by all means, comment as well, and check out the various things such as there's an Instagram and various other links such as Patreon where you can support the channel, which of course enables further games to come to the channel. So in this particular game, we are going through 59 different parks, and as you can see, it's really well put together, this shrink here. And it's quite a small box, just in comparison. That's kind of how small it is, this kind of small size box here. And this is going to be a kind of a how to set up play game, kind of a review as well. But as this is the physical copy, it might take a slightly different form. So here we go, let's have a look inside. So yes, we are going to get the most points. If we get the most points in this game, we are the winner. And here we are, we've been bear sighting of Great Smoky Mountains, Great Smoky Mountains with Chris Turner, 11th and 9th, so 9th and 11th in 2016. So as you can see, that's obviously, well, I presume he's been there and taken the picture. Lovely linen finish pieces here. Very high quality, which you don't necessarily get that effect on Board Game Arena. This is version 1.1 of the rulebooks, so there's a how to play as well. Of course, you're watching this right now. And of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to, of course, be notified when you can see the full review. At all player accounts, there'll be a separate thing which will also include various other things as well, such as maybe even a solo playthrough. So more stuff to get out of this box here. I think going upside down, oh my goodness, there's lots of different things to chuck out of here. This has a game trays element to the game as well. So this is a specific thing found, certain companies put this together called game trays. Everything seems to fit together in here as well. Various cards in here. We've got this metal first player marker here as well. Any way the wind blows. I've been to numerous parks actually in North America, and particularly in the America. And let's just check this out. Just check out, wooden box underneath here. So that's going to go back in there as well. And see if I can recall, hence why this video exists, how we can get this back in here. So you fold them up and put them in. Okay, can come back to that. So you have two different color pieces, 2 per player. Unlike the game Tokaido, which is a very cathartic journey across Japan. And in that particular game, you only have 1 piece. In this game, you'll have 2, as you can see. So we can start unwrapping some of these bits. These are various objectives that you can work towards, various things. In this case, canteen stuff as well. So Season of Reefs, gain 1 water if you gain any forest on a turn. So that's what that does. Really nice thick card pieces here, very, very nice. I do like quite thick cards, so I think that came from there. Let's keep an eye on that. And this time round, we have some gear. So gear, in this instance, binoculars. You may gain a bear, which is basically a wild token, instead of water at the water parks, the water locations. So again, thick cards, lovely backs, lovely pictures. Been very impressed with that. Now, automatically, from a review point of view, I can say I prefer it to the online version. The online version is a bit clunky in the sense that you have to over-confirm your turns. That's based on numerous people I've played with on there, and it's not my favourite game to play on Board Game Arena. If you check out the playlist on YouTube, I've got numerous playlists, including how to set up, play, and review, the AmassGames playlist. I've also got other playlists, such as BGA, so Board Game Arena, where you can play games online. That game on there, I only give it kind of a 6 out of 10 to, though, because it's a little slow for numerous things. So here we go. We have the Congaree National Park, established 2003. Aaron Powers is the artist. It's gorgeous to look at. Yeah, this is giving it, I'd say at least a 7, just based on the things really pop a lot better on this. So here are the places we can go. Here are the photographs, and it seems to go in that way as well. Got some other pieces here. These are the components. These are the places basically representing your resources. The sun, we've got the mountains, we talked about the water, the trees. Wow, these are gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we've got over here, I'll say the bear, but we've got different animals as well. So you've got fish, elk. We've got this little small thing here, which I'm not sure what that would be for. Rather interesting. And it looks like this just rests somehow on here. So this is just as important. I can't understand how these rest in.
And again, similar over here, got dolphins, it looks like, or orcas, killer whales, something like that. So more of these game trays. They don't snap on, but they fit on. And that piece, I don't know if it matters which way around. I think it's like that. So lastly, we've got a board. So not all board games have a board. Only about 5% do, I've noticed. And of course, that's black on one side. And there it is. Turn it around. And there we go. It says the word parks. Flatten that out a bit. And that's where you can have various things. The various places you can visit, the various cards that you can buy, and the various things such as canteen and gear that you can pick up. Right, let's crack on to this. This is various things that we can have in play, and I'm trying to think what the best way of opening this is. There we go, there's a little nick I could probably help slice out there without needing a plaster, or over in the States you'd call it a Band-Aid. Actually, that is a trademark, which is why it's probably called it so much, because where do I learn most of my American jargon from? Well, from TV. And what's TV? It is sponsored. So let's get this open. Speaking of Band-Aids, I actually used to work for that company or consult for that company. And now I consult for board games. Okay, so let's see if we can get into this. These represent those various things you can do. So we've talked about those locations, the places you're going on the track, and all those different places you can go can vary each round as well. It's a 4-season game, funny enough, 4 seasons in the game, so or in general. So, yep, that's life. 4 seasons in most of the world is how it's defined, even though places like the rainforest can follow 2 seasons, 1 season, or maybe 6 seasons. This punches out, that flops out. Thinner, not too thick pieces of card, but thick enough that they're not going to bend. Recyclable, so that's good to see as well. All these lovely little pieces coming out as well. So that goes over there. Like I said, it's very similar to Kaido. I personally had no need to replace the Kaido based on the board game version of Tokaido and also the implementation both on Board Game Arena and the app. The app's very good. It's a lovely app, very kind of 3D. But yeah, the pieces here do feel nice, and already I'm feeling like this seems quite cool to play with. So we have some solo rules as well. I don't know much about that. We've mentioned about these the various artists, like Kings Canyon. Well, of course, they're talking about places in North America here, I believe. There's 59 parks, and I think this game is actually by 59 Parks. It's the name of it's a print series, celebration of our national parks. And we talked about game trays, so these people who made these lovely, delicious kind of bits going on here. But the solo mode, okay, so like I said, I'm very curious to see how solo mode works before I consider how that works as well. Something I might well get around to playing in the next few days. Can ask questions, we have that as well. We've got this, details into the trail. Starting a season, limit of 12 tokens. Set up continue. Solo mode, here we go. So taking turns. Turns alternate between you and the rangers. Righty-ho, so here are these rangers, the people in white, and here are us in green. Okay, choose each of the hikers and move them down the trail to visit a site and take an action for them moving. For the ranger's turn, you flip over the top gear card from the deck and place it on a gear slot. And this is the cost. You're going to be spending Sun, for example, to go in the leftmost gear slot on the board. You're spending 2 to go in the middle slot, 3 to go in the right slot, and so forth. If a hiker is ahead of both rangers on the trail, move the front ranger, the one furthest down the trail, etc. So within this game, if ever you want to land on a space that is unique, such as like here, it's fine. But if you want to go to a place and someone's already there, you're going to have to spend a campfire to kind of say you've gone there. You can only do it once per season, so it's whenever you want to do it. But watch out, if you've used it once, you've got to wait until the end of the season. We've talked about those bear tokens a little bit as well. I can't see any baggies. I think they said it's 0 plastic, so I'm needing to figure a way of how to put this all away. In terms of these different pieces, it looks like there's probably going to be, if it's a 1 to 5 player game, which it is, we should have 5 fires. So there's 3, 4, and I think we're getting to the 5th one there. Right, well, I'm going to go away and figure out exactly how to pack away all these pieces, because presently there is there's definitely having to be a system, as it is a small box. You saw how tightly packed in it was, and I look forward to bringing you that full review in due course with the complete setup for this, of course, the physical version of the game, which has had a lot of hype, and
Again, it's very photogenic, and of course check out Instagram. Thanks very much. This has been AmassGames, and please recycle.